So we're in Genesis 6 this week, and we're looking at verse 14. And in this verse it says, "And thou shalt pitch it within and pitch it without." So it's talking about making the ark. If you click to the right, they've got these little icons next to the verses now, and they can take you to some of the study helps. And this study help here is what is the significance about the coating of the pitch on the ark. And as you look through here, it talks about how the word in Hebrew for pitch can be translated for atone. So let's have a look at how we can look into these words and look for the Hebrew. I'm not a Hebrew expert, but there's some tools out there that can help us better understand these words in scriptures. I'm just going to come off that content. I'm going to go and use an app called Blue Letter Bible. And this is a free app that you can download onto your phone. If you click in the sort of Genesis bit at the top, you can go to the Old Testament or the New Testament. You can click on the Bibles, so you can see the different versions of the Bibles that they have. And then you can manage those if you want to. I'm just going to push it back to the books. So we're going to be in Genesis. We're going to look at chapter 6, and we can scroll down to the verse that we're going to be looking for, which is verse 14. So if you look here, I've got a King James version on the left, and you can parallel it with another version on the right. So this is the NIV version, and you can see that there's some slight differences in how it's worded here. So in the NIV version, it talks about make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. And so if you click on the actual verse, so if I click on the verse which says the number 14, if you click on that, you can go up to what we call interlinear concordance. So if you click on that, it will then take you to the breakdown of all of the words and the Hebrew words that are translated and what those words are translated. So if you scroll down to into and shalt pitch, if you select this one here, but just underneath it you click it, you can see that the word is there, kapor. And then if you scroll down, you can see what this means. So you can see here that one of the translations means to cover, to atone for sin, or make atonement for. So that's one of the words, and then it will show you that word and how it's translated into all the different types of words. So you can see here that this word is translated atonement 71 times in the scripture. So you can have a look at all these other words. It will give you some more understanding of that word. It will show you, if you scroll down, where that exact word is translated and the different words, and you can look through and see those. And so this is one of the tools that you can use to look at that. If you go back, so if I go back onto this, so that one word there is that one pitch word of Hebrew, the word H3722, but there's another word which is H3724, and it's a different word for the word pitch. And so if you click on this one will take
Strong's H2351.
Oh, here we go. This one will take you here, and it's a different word, this one. But this one means ransom. So if you look at there, one of the word translations of this is ransom, and it's the most common word coming out as 8 times in this one. And so you can look at the word, you've got cover, so one is cover, and one is the pitch, to ransom. And so when you go back to this verse of scripture now, and you look down at what they're talking here, it says, and it suggested that the atonement of Jesus Christ provides us with a protective covering. It shields us from the power of the adversary, just as the pitch protected the ark from the life-threatening waters. So you can see how this verse is really connected to Christ, that the ark is a symbol of Christ, and how that pitch, or that covering, protect us from some of the adversary and some of the afflictions of the world. And it's both in and without. And so that's just one way you can look at words and find their meanings and search into them a little bit more. Hope that's useful.